Hello, everyone. My name is 𝗃cie𝗁𝘁 Jr., and basically I'm reaching out to you because I'm campaigning for your vote. I was nominated for the advisor role, advisor to the Secretary of Agriculture. I was nominated by a friend of mine, not even from the United States. He was from England. And he said, hey, this is a perfect role for you. I read about it. I said, you know what? I qualify for that role. And now I'm going to tell you why. Number one, I've been in agriculture for 10 years. My background was in forensic accounting and defense case accounting. I have a track record like no other CPA in the country that I know of, with 98 cases against the government, and I've won every single case. Put all of that aside, 10 years ago, I changed my entire life to devote myself to getting the chemicals out of the food in our country, and then every other country. So I'm going to tell you a little story, but rather than tell you the story about who I am and why I need to be that advisor, and I should be the advisor to the Secretary of Agriculture, rather than tell you, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, I'm going to give it to you straight. I wrote a letter to President Trump 2 years ago, and I'm going to attach the letter below. You can print it out, you can keep it for yourself. But this is the letter that gave him the foundational idea for Let's Make America Healthy Again. So it was October 16, 2020, and just weeks before he lost the second election, which he didn't lose, but that's besides the point. So I go, the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C. Dear Mr. President, it is with great honor and pleasure that I am writing to you. I was a great supporter of your presidency in 2016, and I am even a greater supporter since. As I'm writing this letter, I want you to know that I have no doubt that you will win this election and make America great again. Fortunately, we didn't see what was coming. As you have been doing so for the past 4 years, I know that you will achieve this goal by simply focusing on draining the swamp and removing the barriers to our ultimate success. In your first debate, you had stated that one of your main intentions in your next term will be improving air and water. Mr. President, I want you to know that I have a solution for both air and water. The solution is derived from agriculture, okay? The solution is derived from solving an age-old riddle in agriculture, and made worse from the prior administrations having allowed the agricultural industry to be destroyed by commission and omission. In other words, by not preventing things or by making them happen. The main question that nobody is answering is, why is the quality and health of our country so bad? The answer that I have will also solve the riddle of poor health in America. My company, Harmonics, discovered the solution in 2014 during a vital health trip I made to Biomedic Center in Como, Italy, where I discovered a cure for my terminally ill mother against all odds. She is still alive today and living in Brooklyn. Now, I will tell you that I wrote this on October 16, 2020, when I sent it to him. Unfortunately, my mom, my mother, my rock, passed away 3 weeks later. Here is the woman that sparked this fire in me to make America healthy again. Going on with the letter, once I discovered this technology, I took the responsibility to turn over my accounting firm in New York City, Staten Island, specifically, to my staff and dedicate the remainder of my life to working with this medical group. The first project was completing the R&D, research and development, needed to deliver the only product in the world that applies biophysics to agriculture, using low radio wave frequencies. Well, reality, they're quantum physics waves, but we won't get into the details right now. It was time to solve the riddle of agriculture and health by helping farmers worldwide for the betterment of mankind. On October 19, 2019, we completed all final testing and determined that our product was ready for commercial distribution. Obviously, you all know that was just before COVID. We are currently obtaining amazing results in 7 countries. Right now, we're up to 52. Ultimately, we have the ability to replace old, non-workable technology, meaning chemicals, and improve the lives, working conditions, and profits of farmers, economies, environments, air, water, ethanol fuel, livestock feed, and most importantly, the health of our citizens. I would love you to be my president that makes America healthy again. I gave him that 4 years ago, and I'm proud of it. To back you up with all my support in this endeavor, and with the support of guardians of human rights and the endorsement of Mr. Alfred Santamaria and Mrs. 𝗍𝗂'𝘂𝗄. Now, who are these people? These people are some wonderful people out of Miami. They run a nonprofit organization that's Mrs. 𝗍𝗂'𝘂𝗄, and Mr. Alfred Santamaria is a community consultant, to Mr. Trump in his first term. And he basically worked with the Trump administration in the first term. So here comes my offer. I am offering you $10 million of 𝗃cie plants booster technology to be exclusively used by the United States Department of Agriculture for the exclusive testing and verification of all the positive results I have expressed. 4 years ago, we didn't even know all the positive results of our technology. Today, we know it provides 45 benefits to the most common 20 problems across the planet in agriculture. This contribution will cover approximately 28,600 acres. What I mean by that is you have enough technology that you can test this on thousands and thousands of acres and do all the testing you want across a variety of products and crops, so that you can see for yourself that we have the solution, so that you can utilize this technology to make America great and healthy again upon full validation. Now, I provided my quote to the president. Observation is your greatest tool. Perception is your validation. Investigation is your confirmation. Truth is your goal, and freedom. 𝗃cie 𝘁𝗄. I'm very proud of that quote. I would like you to find the truth in my solution. In closing, I would like you to know that I have been a New Yorker all my life, born and raised in Midwood, Brooklyn. I graduated from Bernard M. Baruch College, CUNY, City University of New York. I am a first-generation American born to hardworking Italian immigrant parents. I am the third child of 6 children, and I am the first Arlia to graduate college. I started my first business at the age of 16, and I started my accounting firm when I was a junior in college. I am a defense and forensic accountant, and I celebrated 30 years in business recently. Now it's 34. I have written a co-authored Amazon bestseller called The Tax Detective. My chapter is in the book regarding, how to defend yourself against the government, since I've done it successfully, continuously, and successfully. I am a multi-business and real estate owner. Most importantly, I am a humanitarian such as yourself, and I admire people that work hard and love those that help others. Therefore, I love you dearly, and I want to help you help our country. I even went as far as commissioning Mr. Dick Zimmerman in April 2017 while you were president. See below a picture of Dick Zimmerman and portrait, who was a dear friend and exclusive photographer from Mr. Michael Jackson, amongst many other celebrities, to paint a one-on-one. A one-on-one is a one-off from the original. So it's a copy of the original that then is embellished and repainted over to make it a second original. It is a one-on-one picture of you knowing I would be giving you this gift someday. And I believe that someday is going to happen soon. I am hoping that day will come soon after your reelection. Your reelection has just happened 4 years after I wrote this letter. With my deepest admiration for the greatest commander-in-chief who brings peace, because you did bring peace. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Love, 𝗃cie 𝘁𝗀 Jr., President and CEO of Harvest Harmonics. That is my company. Before I read to you the letter that I wrote to RFK, let me show you the one-on-one painting that Mr. Dick Zimmerman painted for the Commander-in-Chief. How gorgeous is that? The many colors and many textures of Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. So with that said, I'm looking forward to delivering this to the president, and I am looking forward to being elected as one of his advisors. So let me give you some more information. 3 weeks ago, on October 14, 2024, I wrote a letter to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And here it goes. Dear Mr. Kennedy, I recently saw a Facebook post in June in which you stated, as president, I am going to reverse 80 years of foreign policy in this country and endure our reliance on industrial meat production. Factory farming and chemical-based agriculture. Our harmful policies and agricultural practices are destroying our soils and poisoning our food while empowering processed food companies to fuel America's chronic disease epidemic. I couldn't agree more, sir. As a technology provider in the agricultural industry, I couldn't agree more. Of course, I said that in my letter. I couldn't agree more with your statement. For too long, the agricultural industry complex, as I call it, has been producing food that is devoid, meaning without, okay? Without nutrition, devoid of nutrition, poisoning our bodies and our environment and creating a host of mental and physical illnesses that are destroying our country from within. Let me tell you, my fellow Americans, do not think that all these diseases, mental illnesses, and all these problems that our young kids are having and our adults and our friends are caused by anything less than the chemicals that are in our food. There is definitely a chemical imbalance in the mind, but that chemical imbalance that's in the mind is being created by the chemicals in our food. So I discovered a technology that would handle all of these problems 10 years ago. I knew then that I had the responsibility to bring this technology to the world. Unfortunately, it was not ready commercially and required 6 more years of research and development and millions of dollars of funding, which I provided to bring it to completion. Then I started Harmonics 4 years ago for one reason. I knew it had to do something to reverse the dwindling spiral and help to create a better world for mankind. The problem you spoke about in your Facebook post is a worldwide problem that has emanated from the United States and is infecting almost every country worldwide. That is a fact. Excluding Russia, who started cleaning up their country 4 years ago with the elimination of all GMO crops and seeds. Russia threw out all the GMO companies out of the country. I mean, Putin may be, not the nicest guy in the world, and he may not be liked by many people because of this war, but he's definitely looking out for his people and the health of his people, and that's why he got rid of GMO and threw them out of the country. There is no GMO in Russia. We now have this solution and have documented 45 benefits of our crop booster, powered by 𝗵𝘃 plants technology in university, government, and commercial trials around the world. We have actually, statistically here, I'll tell you, we're active in 52 countries. We're working in collaboration with 44 governments and ministries. We support all 17 Sustainable Development Goals. I don't know any other company that does that. All 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, we have 32 completed trials. 36 are in progress right now, ready for completion. 273 are at the beginning stages of new trials. 100% of our trials are independently funded by the governments or the universities themselves. We do not get financially involved with any of the third-party independent trials. Specific policy that I designed. I want to be independently investigated, and I asked each one of these countries and universities to find something wrong with the technology, which they haven't so far. Percentage of trials funded by third parties, 100%. Target of third-party verifications that we're going for, 1,000. We want to be the most vetted technology in the world, and we want to make it to the Guinness Book of World Records for the most vetted technology in the world. Scientific studies published, 9. The only reason why there's only 9 out of the 32 is because the first 20 plus were not taken seriously by these universities. They ran the trials, but they didn't do them with the vigor of looking for something. They were thinking that it was a hoax, that this wasn't going to be successful. But when they were successful, now they wanted to do trials that they were going to document so that they could publish and do a writing on them. It's very interesting the way the universities think. They do a preliminary investigation before they spend the time to really investigate. Okay, peer-reviewed articles published, 1. Number of commercial installations, 610. Number of commercial acres serviced, 17,197. Average yield increase per farm, 47%. Let me know anybody else that can do that. Okay? Documented commercial cases, 87. Okay. Oh, by the way, just some more statistics for you. Recognitions. 𝗃𝗏𝗴𝗁 was awarded the International Best Researcher of the Year for Agriculture by the International Science, Technology, and Research Award Committee in 2024. He received that just last month. 𝗃𝗏𝗴𝗁, the inventor, was also nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 2024. Okay? nominated. He didn't win. A scientist, a very important scientist, figured out how to decommission the nuclear warheads all over the planet and out of Japan, and he won the award, which we're so grateful that he did. Okay, myself, I was nominated as special advisor for food and agriculture under President-elect Trump. I was nominated. That's why I'm looking for your vote so I can win that nomination. Okay, to make America healthy again. And I was also nominated as official council member to the World Agricultural Forum in 2024. The World Agricultural Forum, it's a group between Netherlands and India that is putting together 230 of the top brains around the world to solve the problems of agriculture. All right, just some statistics for you. Let me go back to my letter here to RFK. So I was saying, we now have this solution and have documented 45 benefits of our crop booster technology, powered by 𝗵𝘃 plants, in university, government, and commercial trials around the world. Since our official launch in January 2nd, 2020, just before COVID-19, we have started operations in 52 countries and have established official government trials in 35 countries. When I wrote this 3 weeks ago, we were up to 35 countries. We're up to 44 now. And as of today, we have an official agreement, official meeting of the minds with the country of Honduras. Okay, so we're up to 45 countries. Let me continue. We have documented results in both scientific trials and commercial trials with over 100 crops worldwide. In a letter to President Trump, which I just read to you, in October of 2020, which I am going to attach. I am going to attach both of these letters, the one to President Trump and the one to RFK. I'm going to attach them below so that you can download them and read them for yourself. Okay? And if you'd like, I'll even attach the statistics of our company, a summary of our company. I will attach everything here so you can see the great work that we are doing all over the world. So let me continue. In a letter to President Trump in October 16, 2020, see attached, I offered $10 million of our technology to be utilized by the USDA for extensive testing of our crop booster technology to make America healthy again. I've since heard you and President Trump reiterate this slogan to wake people up to the need for positive change and your announcement for president on April 19, 2023 and beyond. Basically what I was trying to say here, and you've been saying this since you put in your bid for president. But recently you got together with President Trump and you made this announcement to make America healthy again. And you joined forces with now re-elected President Trump. While the circumstances of the 2020 election didn't allow us to move forward with President Trump at that time, I would like to extend the same opportunity to you, President Trump, and your combined networks. We have already documented that farmers will accept this technology because it has proven to improve their bottom line as a first priority to them. Of course, farmers want to make more money, improve product quality for the public, and prepare them for the ever-increasing demand of sustainable agriculture. So the farmers are interested in this, and they're just learning how to get it implemented. But, being in a position where we can work with the Secretary of Agriculture to get the farmers to learn how to implement this technology is going to be the game changer for the health of America. We want to prepare them for the ever-increasing demand of sustainable agriculture as being driven by the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. I'm reaching out to you so to let you know that it is possible to grow healthy food in a sustainable manner while ensuring farmers stay profitable so they can thrive as well and move away from the chemical farming model of the last 120 years, started in 1903 with Monsanto. Okay, a name that I'm sure you all know. Our crop booster and other regenerative farming practices are the future of farming. And we look forward to working with you to make America healthy again. Love, Francesco Arlia Jr., CEO, Harvest Harmonics. So, that being said, thank you everyone for listening to me. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I need your vote. I want your vote. I want to work for you. I want to work for you. I want to work for the American people. I want to deliver the greatest health reform in the world. Let's make America healthy again. Let's turn this country around. Let's get our statistics from being down in the health and environment and get it totally up to being one of the healthiest countries in the world. We can do it. So I need your vote. I want your vote. And let's make America healthy again. God bless you. God bless your families. Let's do this. Click the link below. Vote for me. Go for it.